side with Brett burying Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Ibaka. Then it's Paul George. And it's Jackson in at the 1. And for Golden State, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Andrew Wiggins. And it's Wiseman in at the 5 down low. Jackson against Curry. Sinks that one from the post. In the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered at the point guard position in particular. Much more scoring expected than in decades past.
I think guys have the green light, Kevin, to fire away at the first available opportunity. The offense isn't taught the same way with orchestrators at the point guard position. Now guys are looking to be overly aggressive with their scoring prowess and to try to make plays sometimes feels secondary. Andrew Wiggins, kind of guy that people watch with a microscope, but he has cut down on inefficient shots, those long twos, has started to take more threes, and using his athletic ability when he gets on the inside to get to the foul line.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And Wiggins looking more aggressive off the bounce. Brent getting into the teeth of the defense.
Yeah, and his assists are climbing because of that. Also his turnovers. So now what you want to do is slow down the game for Andrew Wiggins and show him on film where his outlets are and where his decision making can be that much better.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Curry attacking. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. From 6 feet. Kept alive. Jackson finds Morris. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
And this is in Morris's wheelhouse right here. Extremely fluid with the catch and release.
Curry against Jackson. Curry passes to Thompson. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now it's a shootout.
Now here is Ibaka. Jackson with it. Outside Leonard. Just 5 to shoot.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons. Goes there, wins the MVP and a championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Batum comes in for Morris. Eric Bledsoe is checked in for George. And it's Johnson in for Jackson. Clippers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Passes to Zubac. He dishes it to Leonard. Bledsoe outside. Pass to Leonard. 5 to shoot. Over Wiseman. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Now the offense sort of works itself out to a lot of mid-range shots, and Kawhi getting dangerous from that spot.
3 on 3. And the wide open shot from Bledsoe. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And just Shakespearean there, a smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
Now here's Curry. Now Green. Thompson outside. Outside Curry.
I like watching Curry work the pick and roll. I wonder if his time with Steve Nash in the offseason is paying some dividends. Impossible to guard in those sets.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Clippers ahead, up by 1. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from San Francisco. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. And there's Iguodala. And it's Looney in at the 5 spot. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. They trail by 1. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
And Eric Bledsoe, a special kind of athlete.
And 3 separate knee surgeries in the rear view, but still so fast, his teammates call him Ferrari. The way he's built, a muscle car might be more accurate.
The Warriors making a switch here. Poole's checked in. The Clippers also changing it up. Marcus Morris is checked in for Batum. And Paul George is subbed in for Johnson.
Eric Bledsoe bounced around a little bit in the early part of his career under the tutelage of Chris Paul when he first came into the league. Seems like he's found a home here and very much settling into his role.
The Clippers trail. The pass to Zubac. Back to Bledsoe. And the rejection by Curry.
Curry, great timing on the block, catching his man off guard with a big-time rejection.
On deep. But they recover it. Here's Looney. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
He's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Up top, Bledsoe. Zubac in the post. Looney on him. For Los Angeles, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Jackson comes in for Eric Bledsoe. And so he hits both. And here in the second, with about a minute and a half gone by, Iguodala outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Using his height perfectly on the inside, Iguodala making the D get physical with his play.
The Warriors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. The first free throw is good, and the Clippers making a change here. Leonard's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And while Iguodala might not be the star of any team he's on, he's always going to be a major contributor because he does so many things well on both ends.
George, no good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
A terrific combo guard. Some people are comparing Poole's style to that of C.J. McCollum's.
I don't know if it's that similar, maybe stylistically, but CJ's size and his control are something that right now I guarantee you Jordan Poole would love to adopt in his game.
Clippers trail by 6. Here's Leonard. Los Angeles with another miss.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Down low, Moody. That shot misses. Great D that time from Leonard. Pulls it up. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Leonard's got 6.
Well, the defender leaning just a little. Kawhi recognizes it, pulls up for the easy one.
Here's Poole, covered by Morris. It's Bielitsa, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Reggie Jackson. The Warriors have yet missed a free throw, 5 for 5.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Bielitsa can surprise you at times, not just as a shooter, but pump faking, putting the ball on the deck, and trying to become a playmaker. As long as he's under control, he can do some nice things out there.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Batum comes in for Morris, and it's Johnson in for Paul George. And Jackson gets it to go.
Not an easy basket for Jackson. He doesn't shoot a really high percentage, but he does make a lot of tough hoops.
And here is Curry, 7 points in the game. From deep three-point range. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Warriors lead by 4. And now we'll send it over to David. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. The deepest hole they got themselves into in the opening period was 3 points. They turned it on in the second quarter, and instead of staring at a halftime deficit, they've got a 4-point lead. Taking a look at the Warriors. Kenny, what'd you think?
A lot of their offense has come off the bench tonight, Ernie, and that's something every coach loves.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Curry with a strong contribution so far in this one.
There is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him at this point. He is that talented.
Yeah, I don't know if you have enough game plans to slow him down. How do you guard a guy that good?
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, Baca is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
The size, the timing of Ibaka, tailor-made for protecting the rim.
Clippers trail by 6. Now, here's George. No points in the game yet for him. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Thompson.
And the versatility of Paul George's game, elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
You think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor. I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duo.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
and now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play, excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Warriors leading by 6. Thompson with it. George picks him up. It's rebounded by Leonard. And George, here we go. And George with the stuff.
Paul George is aggressive. Look at his eyes right now, focused on scoring, and he sees the open path and gets right there.
Wiseman the pass to Wiggins. Knocks it loose. Leonard with the steal. Jackson has the open look. Off target with his 3. And so Curry will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. And Wiggins throws it down.
Steph out there singing a lullaby to the defense, gets them to sleep, and then sets up the teammate nicely.
1:16 left in the third. Thompson against George. For three. Connects from three-point range. George has got 7 points in the game.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Here's Curry. He's got 7. Thompson outside. Back to Curry. They kick it out to Green. On the wing, Wiggins. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Leonard. And Wiggins with the basket on the assist by Thompson. Wiggins has got 4 points now in the quarter. Clippers trail by 5. Here's Leonard. Morris trying to free himself up. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks.
Draymond Green with a great job playing the high screen and roll. Keeps the D off balance every time.
Leonard looking over the floor. Outside Jackson. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. He has 5.
Now, a lot of times we talk about good passing, but accurate passing is a huge quality of a good pass, and Leonard did it there.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. It's Bielitsa. Misses there. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. The Warriors on top, up by 2. Live from Chase Center, you're watching 2K Sports. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. They've got Iguodala, Looney out there with Nemanja Bjelica, and it's Poole in at the point. That's the Warriors' 5. Looney passes to Poole. Excellent D there by Johnson. LA has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. A shot by Batum, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And Poole gets it to go.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Here's Bledsoe, laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And how about the physique of Eric Bledsoe there? Terrific at sticking it to the defense even when he gets pinballed around a bit.
Here's Poole, defended by Batum, takes the 3. Poole no good. The Clippers trail. Outside Batum to tie it up. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist.
Again, floor vision from Eric Bledsoe makes dishing that basketball look easy.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Marcus Morris is checked in for the Clippers. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the break. He knows this has been a hard-fought game, and he wanted his guys to just sit down and catch their breath. He said, look, we're right in the game, guys. Let's make a little push here. Let's come out with some bite. Kevin?
Now, what a setup there. Green plays with great speed and plays with great pace, and that's a nice field play.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That'll be his second foul of the game. Leonard, he's checked in for the Clippers. There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, not much you can do to stop that. Leonard showing once again his physical prowess at the 10.
Curry. Great D that time from Johnson.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Golden State moving it around. And it's Green missing.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Count that bucket.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Thompson outside. Back to Curry. Shot clock at 5. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And it's Green missing.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
Leonard against Wiggins. Leonard the pass to Ibaka. Beyond the arc. No good on that one. Now a timeout called by Golden State. They trail by 2. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
You know he's going to have the ball, and then you feel he's going to come through. He did it there.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. What do you think, guys?
Not sure they have enough time for the catch and shoot here. Only hope is to try for a tip in off the inbound. They've got their work cut out for them on this possession.
So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
It's time now. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for David Aldridge, Craig Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. And we'll see you next time.